What's up guys, Witkomon is back and welcome to the next episode. And today, I'm going to show you guys how to tell if a Pokemon card is fake. Now, I have two Pokemon cards here, one is real, one is fake. Now pause the video, leave a comment in the comment section below, which one do you think is fake, left or right. And now I'm going to reveal the answer, and it is this one. If you guys want to know how I found out that this Pokemon card is fake, watch the video. Alright guys, so I can go on and on telling you hundreds of reasons to find if Pokemon cards are fake, but in this video I'm just going to be telling you the top reasons that pretty much every single fake Pokemon card will have, and you'll be able to easily identify if your Pokemon cards are fake. The reason I'm doing this video is because many people get scammed by buying fake Pokemon cards, but basically if you want to just avoid them, then just buy Pokemon cards at reliable places like Toys R Us, sometimes Walmart, but be careful when you're buying Pokemon cards at like flea markets and convenience stores, stuff like that, and that is when you guys are going to want to use these methods. Alright, so what you guys are seeing here is very clearly a fake Pokemon card, and the way I know this is because you guys can see on the left side, the yellow border is very much thinner than the one on the right side, and if we flip to the back, you guys can see the same thing. One side is very clearly a lot thicker than the other side, and so if you guys see this on one of your Pokemon cards, it is an indicator that your card is definitely fake, because that is not on real Pokemon cards. Now, while we are on the topic of the back of the Pokemon card, this is pretty much the biggest way that you'll be able to tell if a Pokemon card is fake. Now, if we have my real one here and the fake one here, if we turn them around, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but there's a pretty huge difference. As you can see, the borders are a completely different color. This is more of a light blue, this is more of a dark blue, and overall, the entire thing is more washed out and not as clear as this one. You can see that the colors here, there isn't really much detail, it's pretty much just blue, whereas on the real one, there's a lot more detail. So this is pretty much, a lot of fake Pokemon cards, most of them, will have something wrong with the back, and that is the biggest way that you'll be able to find out if your Pokemon card is fake. Now guys, fake Pokemon cards are also usually very thin or very thick. In this case, this Pokemon card is really thin. Just by kind of waving it around, bending it a bit, you can feel that it's a lot thinner than this one. This feels like more like a Pokemon card. This feels more like just a piece of paper with some color on it. So that is another way to find out if your Pokemon card is fake. Another huge mistake on fake Pokemon cards are the fonts. Now, most fake Pokemon cards will have a similar font to the real ones, but you'll definitely be able to see that it is different. I'm not sure if you can see too well on the camera, but this is definitely a different font than the one over here. The one on the fake Pokemon card is a lot thicker, and you can see the description, the writing here, is a lot thinner. You can also see in the name Glaceon on the real one, it is very much different. It is a lot thicker than this one. This is also more washed out, more of a gray, this is more of a black. You can also see it's very prominent over here, the level 44. It's really thick over here on the real one, whereas on the fake one, it's a lot thinner. And when it says evolves from Eevee on the real one, it is a little bit thicker. This one is more like a font from the description, whereas this one is more of kind of its own font. Guys, I'm sure a lot of you have already noticed this before I'm telling you, but the colors, looking at these Pokemon cards, are very different. You guys can see this one is more of a dark blue, kind of like a bit of a purple, whereas over here it's much lighter, more of like a sky blue. And if you look at the energies, you can see the colorless energies over here are so much different. They're more of a gray. You can see there's a little bit of shading. And on the real one, it's just white with the little star. And same with the water energies. They're very dark over here with a lot more shading. Whereas over here, they're lighter. And the energy symbol is a bit, like the water symbol is a bit bigger on the fake one. Now guys, as you can see here, I have a grass energy. And another way to find out if a Pokemon card is fake is that when you rip a real Pokemon card, you can see that it has that extra layer, kind of like a black cardboard. But when you rip a fake one, which I'm not going to do because I still need this for the video, it won't have this extra black layer. It'll most likely just be the white. I only recommend ripping your Pokemon card if you know absolutely for sure that it is fake, because if it is a real Pokemon card and you rip it, then, well, that's a little bit sad. I mean, this is just a grass energy, so it's not that bad. I have a lot of them, but for like EXs and level Xs and stuff like that. Guys, basically, you're just going to want to look at anything that looks really off with fake Pokemon cards. There will usually be stuff that's different, Sometimes the illustrator, stuff in the description, sometimes Pokemon won't have the little accent. As you can see, this shininess, it doesn't have these little sparkles. And guys, in the new evolution set, these secret rares, they are so misleading. This looks so fake. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw this Imakuni's Doduo, I thought for sure it's fake. Like, the illustrator is Imakuni with a question mark. If you read the attacks, you can pause the video and read the attacks. They're so weird. The picture looks so weird. Same thing with this one. I thought it was fake for sure. And I actually passed an opportunity of trading one because I thought it was fake. But guys, you always want to be safe than sorry. And basically the fake Pokemon cards, they'll usually be things that are very different. Sometimes the picture won't even be of a Pokemon. I'll try and show you guys a picture of one right now. The names will also be sometimes different. For example, you'll see this Glaceon, but the name will be Snorunt or something weird like that. And basically, fake Pokemon cards, there will always be something that is different about them because they are not real. And by the way, I like how this card says this card cannot be used at official tournaments, because if you read the attack, it's basically telling you to throw the card. Now guys, unfortunately, a lot of little kids get scammed because they don't know how to tell if a Pokemon card is fake, and that's why I'm doing this video. But all the fake Pokemon cards I have, I got when I was little. I didn't know they were fake. I just recently found out. And so, you just want to know in advance, and be careful when you're doing trades, or if you're buying Pokemon cards at like more sketchy stores, and just be careful. Another example of a fake Pokemon card, as you can see, this Pokemon card is so fake. The attacks are so washed out. You see there's literally a silver streak, as in they probably just scanned the real card and it got messed up. And like, you could see the texture over here. The texture is on the card, but there's no real texture, it's just in the picture. And this card looks so fake. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching this more of an informative video on how to tell if a Pokemon card is fake. It is summer now, so I will try and have more videos, probably one video or two videos even a week. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching.